And now let's get ready for the second speaker for tonight. Also, she is connecting from Europe. Her name is Florence Turcq, and her speech title is What's Your Breaking Point? Florence, where are you? Anna, please highlight Florence. Hi, are you ready?
Yes.
Take your time. When you're ready, please feel free to start.
What are your breaking points? It's June 15, 2016, and I'm in London. It's a beautiful day, and my best friend calls me and tells me she's about to get married. She's full of joy. And when she tells me the news, I just could not be happy for her. I couldn't feel anything at all. No emotions. Let me tell you how I got there. I'm a polyglot, half French, half German. I grew up between Paris and Brussels and lived a bit everywhere, in Europe, in the US, in Asia, in Singapore. And now I'm a COVID refugee on the Balearic Islands. They call me a third culture kid, but I prefer to call myself a chameleon because I've always adapted very easily everywhere I went with everybody I met from all walks of life or culture, blending in like a good lady chameleon. Those skills helped me create for myself a great career in marketing and advertising, getting a seat at the table on the best agencies of the world. But today, I don't want to talk to you about the great skills of being a chameleon. I want to talk to you about the danger of blending in too much. I'm sure some of you in the audience must have some chameleon skills, accommodating too much their work-life balance. After a few years of working as global executive producer in this agency for a hair care brand, I was working advertising hours. So I had more or less 5 to 6 hours of sleep and personal life per day when I was lucky. I burn out. A Harvard research demonstrates that when you burn out, you actually keep going. How does it work? Well, you become this work machine, but you're not enjoying any of it anymore. You're tired, you're irritable, you're impatient. I had panic attacks in the MRT. My whole body was sending me signs that I had to stop. So did my friends and family, but I didn't listen. So how to stop and get out of this vicious circle? Well, that phone call on the 15th of June was my breaking point. Because family and friends has always been part of my most precious values. The next step was the hardest, yet it was just sending an email to my boss, telling her what was happening. The next day I went to an NHS doctor and we had this conversation. He looked at me and he said, Florence, sometimes it's not you, sometimes it's the job. And it made me feel so relieved of guilt and the shame I was putting on myself. He put me on MC for 2 months. And I remember thinking, 2 months means without no work at all? Who does that? How does it work? Well, I did. And here is how I overcome my burnout and became the chameleon I'm today. Chameleon that found its colors and are not blending in anymore. First, I found a place where I knew I'd feel good. I'm actually talking to you from here today, Ibiza, my happy place. Second, I started listing everything I wish I had time to do and actually start doing it. In life, when you make good decisions for yourself, the right people are coming through your path naturally. So I met Jo, an incredible masseuse, who helped me understand the importance of self-care and as well the beautiful art of doing nothing. As an hyperactive, this one was not an easy one to learn, trust me. Then I met Françoise, a fantastic coach, who helped me find my own balance and helped me find as well to set my own boundaries. And I read a survey that has been done last year that 93% of Singaporeans are overstressed at work. and as well amongst the most stressed people in the world. And that was before the pandemic. I think within today's reality, we are all overstressed with work, overloaded with work, or afraid of losing it, or desperate to find one. We should all look out in ourselves, in our colleagues, families, and friends for signs of burnout on the rise. Here is what I want to leave you with today. This is my key learnings on how to prevent burnouts. Self-care. Do something for yourself every day, something that's going to make you feel happy and good. Oh, and phone and internet are not allowed within this period. And then set your own boundaries. As difficult as this can be, it's going to help you find the perfect work-life balance, and you're going to feel happier and better in what you do. The next one is for the job seeker out there. Choose the people. Always choose the people over the work, over the company, over the salary, over the job. Choose the people. And finally, and this is the most important one, stick to your values, because they are your breaking points. Thank you very much.